man blaming anyone other than Southgate, yeah, answer yourself this question, yeah. I don't care what team you support. Would you take Southgate as your club's manager? Answer below, blood. I want to hear it, fam. Any team, blood. I don't care if you support Leicester. Don't care if you support Wolves. Don't care if you support Leeds. Don't care who you support, blood. Would you take Gareth Southgate as your manager, blood?
Brothers, the destruction, no, we're oozing on the net. There's no other that you'd rather Bants Sport Ooze, no, we the best. Shelling on the pod this weekly. Comedy gold on your TV, smash that like, touch a button like vibe. Ready for the show, my G's. You see me? I said this Bants Sport Ooze. I said this Bants Sport Ooze. I said this Bants Sport Ooze. Main event X Rantaroni 2. I said this Bants Sport Ooze. I said this Bants Sport Ooze. I said this Bants Sport Ooze. Express them rants, let me build that.
Jeez, I'm Expressions, genetically jacked, athletically stacked, half man, half amazing, modern day Mac fam. And I'm with my brother from the same mother, Rantaroni Escobar. You know he's Banstradamus. And welcome to the only podcast where you're gonna hear banter, you're gonna hear sports, and it's oozing sauce. Bants Sports Ooze episode
68, fam.
We telling me, Roni?
I'm calm, brother. I'm calm, man.
I'm telling you, fam. Man's out here, baby. It's snowing and that, blood. You get me, fam? This weather's ridiculous, blood. You know what I'm saying, fam?
Yeah, it's been a joke.
Big man thing. I ain't seen so much white, blood. I woke up feeling like Paul Merson, blood. You know them way there. Like, honestly, fam, it was crazy, blood. You know what I mean, fam? Dave was like, oh, we're going to have to do the podcast remotely, blood, on a StreamYard thing. Yo, if it was up to Dave, this would be on a StreamYard thing, blood. Man's like, it's snowing outside. You get me? It's dangerous to drive. I was like, Dave, you ain't got a license or a car, blood. What are you talking about, blood? Do you know what I mean? I said, you better get your ass to the stew, fam. You know, like, yeah, what are you poking your head up? You don't, blood. Do you know them way there, fam? So don't get me wrong. If man woke up and said, oh, we ain't driving in this thing, that's one thing. But I don't know. Dave woke up and said, you know what? I'm not trying to get the train in the snow, blood. They're underground. Where's the snow coming from, blood?
I don't even know, blood.
I swear down, Dave smoking elite, but you banting, fam.
Yeah, but boy, you made it, fam.
Nah, I'm telling you, fam, we have made it. Shout out everyone, blood. Make sure you smash a like. But where do we want to start, Roni, blood? Where do we want to start, fam? There's only one place to start, blood. You get me, fam? You think I ain't seen everything that's been going on, blood? I ain't hiding, fam. Let's talk about it, bruv. Let's talk about England, fam. Let's talk about it. Because the officials stopped England from wearing the rainbow armband. You know them way there. They stopped England from wearing the rainbow armband, but England still managed to come out in Qatar, blood. You know them way there, fam. Out of the World Cup, blood. And yeah, I know Kane missed the penalty, fam. Probably earned himself a Sky deal with that as well. A host of USA clubs probably want to sign him up because it was a Super Bowl thing, blood. But how these man have the gall, I've seen it. The Premier League clubs, especially Arsenal, fam. You'd think that we had Johnny Depp up front, blood. It's a John Dillinger thing, blood. Public enemy number one. These man, they turned the England shirt into a Spurs shirt within seconds, blood. You get me? These man turned on Kane like X-Pac in 99, fam. No, I'm telling you, blood. Turned on Kane, blood. You man are fickle, blood. You know why? Because you're letting this scrub, bruv, Gareth Scrubgate, you're letting this man walk free, blood. He's the modern day O.J. Simpson, fam. Big man thing. Last year, you get me, at the Euros, they blame the brothers. You get me? And I'm not Hulk Hogan, blood. You man know what I mean about brothers. You know exactly what I mean. The amount of monkey emojis that I saw, yeah, you would think they were releasing a new Planet of the Apes. Do you know what I'm saying, fam? This year, you want to scapegoat Harry Kane, blood. Yeah, let's not do this. Let's not compare the abuse Rashford and Saka got to what Kane got, blood. Let's not do that, innit? Because remember the country that we live in, fam. I've never seen, what do you expect Kane to get racist abuse? I only see white people get racist abuse in America. Do you know what I'm saying? I've never seen it in England. Do you know what I mean? Neither of it's right. You can't compare the two and be like, oh, why isn't Kane getting that? None of it's right, blood. Let's not do that. Do you know them way there? Let's not do that, blood. I understand he missed the penalty, bro. But let me tell you this, yeah. You see Southgate, he's like a male Katie Price, blood. The amount of bad decisions that this guy makes, blood. Maddison, Grealish, on ice, blood. Captain America ting, blood. Do you know them way there? Maguire, yeah, forget how Maguire played in the earlier games, because let's look at England's run. England didn't really play anyone, blood. You get me? They didn't play anyone. Maguire hasn't had a minute for Man United. And the man starting for England. Not only did he get selected, he's starting for England, bro. There's players that don't get a minute of club time that are playing for England, fam. You get me? Man want to make out, yeah, that, Southgate did nothing. England played no one. The group was easy. Came out, got Senegal. Again, easy. As soon as England played someone, they lost. And everyone's saying that England played great. They should have beaten France. What game were they watching, bro? Somebody tell me. France did what they needed to do, bro. Yeah, Hugo Lloris made a couple saves that were right at him. That's my goalkeeper, plan. I'm not going to... I could sit and be like, oh, Hugo Lloris had a great game. Do you know what I mean? What chances, bro? Bellingham had a volley. Kane had a couple shots, bro. What chances?
That Bellingham volley was a nothing shot, bruv. Like, it's straight down the keeper's throat, no backlift. Man wasn't expected to score that. Like, Lloris, that's a bread and butter save, bruv. That was a camera save, innit? England was shit. Like, it's typical England anyway. They always blame everyone else but themselves. Like, the bottom line is, England are not good. The players that they rate, they massively overrate. And England's best players always get underrated. I've seen it for years. I've seen it with Carrick. I've seen it with Scholes. Them man always suck off all the obvious choices of players, yeah, but these are not the guys that are going to win you games, bruv. And when I look at this England team, yeah, they didn't have no players that could receive the ball in between the lines against France. France were very comfortable. Like, you had Declan Rice doing what he always does, hiding, doesn't want the ball off the centre-backs. Jordan Henderson doesn't want the ball off the centre-backs. So what happens is Harry Maguire steps into midfield. What the fuck do we want Harry Maguire there, bro, when you've got 2 6s? Jude Bellingham was playing in the 10. He's not a number 10.
Nope.
And everyone was saying, oh, yeah, Bellingham dominated Tchouaméni. No, he didn't, bro. Like, Tchouaméni literally slapped the ball through his legs for the goal. And other than that, he had a volley in that. But these men talking about Jude Bellingham, 100 million, this, that, and the other. But I didn't see no 100 million players for England.
But that's all they do, bro.
But this is all they do. They overrate all these English players, bruv. And I told these man, yeah, that Griezmann was going to have a field day with them. And that's exactly what he done. Griezmann controlled the whole midfield by himself, dropping into little pockets, creating little overloads on the right-hand side with Dembele, and obviously fucking Foden's on the left-hand side. Foden is not defensive. So when Southgate saw that Griezmann was doubling up on the right-hand side, yeah, with Dembele against Luke Shaw, why didn't he change it? He didn't change it, bruv. He should have swapped Foden and Saka, because at least Saka gets back to help his player. When England started to look semi-decent in the second half at the beginning, after France had already scored and they just took their foot off the gas, it's because Foden was coming in central and receiving the ball. So how Southgate never saw that, made a change.
Bro.
He waited until the 96th minute to bring on Jack Grealish. Man had Grealish and Rashford on the bench, and he brought on Mason Mount and Raheem Sterling to win a football match. Raheem Sterling, since he's gone to Chelsea, it's like he's retired. He ain't done nothing since he's been there. And Mason Mount is awful. Man came in, yeah, he won the penalty. He came on, he was skying the ball over the bar from 30 yards. I've never seen a football team get 2 penalties in the same game and still blame the referee for why they lost. How the fuck can you blame the ref for losing?
I'm not going to lie. No, I'm not blaming the ref for losing. The ref was shocking. Let's get
But
that.
he was shocking for both teams.
The ref, what? Exactly. But the referee in this whole competition has been shocking, blood.
It hasn't
I'm telling
been great.
you, fam. I swear down, even in the Argentina-Netherlands game, we can get to that. But I'm telling you, yeah, the refereeing in general has been shocking. England got 2 pens, blood. Yeah, Kane scored the first one, bro. Kane missed the second one, blood. Kane's taking penalties against his club
goalkeeper. He probably should have
Anyone
taken
else
the second
could have stepped up and took that. Anyone else, bro, could have stepped up and took it. But if they did, they would have blamed Kane and saying, oh, what? Because if someone else missed, they'd have said, oh, Kane's a bottler. Kane's a this, that, and the other. So the man stepped up, yeah, and he's missed, blood. You know them way there, fam. He scored the first one, he's missed the second one, bro. Let me not get into Harry Kane, because if it weren't for his goals, and that England wouldn't even be in these competitions, bro. You get me? Let's not do that. Look at the amount of goals that he scored for England already, fam. What? Man's matched Rooney already. Do you know what I'm saying, fam? Harry Kane does perform for England. Yeah, you can say there's certain games where he hasn't, this, that, and the other. But the man's goals for England, let's not get into that. Let's just not do that, innit? Southgate now, yeah. This brother, yeah, I'm telling you, fam. Like, bro, he's the most overrated England manager of all time, blood. Big man ting, fam. The guy is here for the ride along. It's like Kevin Hart and Ice Cube, blood. The man has not been sussed, bro. He's got to be one of the most overrated managers. Bro, the man took off Saka, yeah. Man took off Saka, the most influential player in the game.
He was
the
the
man
only
took
player
off
that
Saka.
was causing France
Bro,
any
Saka was
kind of
getting
problem.
hacked, bro, like a social media account, blood. The referee didn't see half of it. Even their first goal, blood. Do you know what I mean? Saka taken out, blood. You know what I'm saying, fam? And all whatever, and they end up scoring, innit? So the refereeing was shocking, blood. I'm not even gonna lie, blood. But fam, like, I don't understand. Madison gets no minutes, yeah? Grealish, blood. Rashford. The game was crying out for Rashford, blood. Crying out for Rashford. A man brought on Sterling, bro. Come on, Sterling ain't done nothing Sterling ain't done nothing since he left Man City, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's be serious. Sterling has not done anything since he left Man
last
City.
tournament,
Do you know what I
Sterling
mean?
actually
Why
turned
take
up
off
for
Saka?
England in the group stages, though.
Tell me this, blood. Why
he's been shit this tournament.
Why take off Bukayo Saka, blood? Why take off Saka, blood? You get me, fam? He was the only one creating stuff, pretty much, yeah? You know them way there. He was the only one unlocking doors, blood. You know what I'm saying, fam? The way he was getting taken out, blood. Like, even that time he got taken out by Upamecano, you would have thought it was Drew, blood, playing for France the way he took out Everett, blood. I couldn't fucking believe it. No card. No nothing, blood. No nothing. You get me? Southgate's decisions are shocking, blood. You know what I'm saying? And how these man can just sit back. Because I'm telling you, I've seen the narrative. Oh, we played well. We were unlucky. You know what it is? It's like they didn't believe. They thought that France would just dominate them.
But
and
bro,
they were happy with the performance.
You got to understand, yeah, like, that weren't a good England performance. Like, all these England fans saying, oh, we done all right, bro. This was a France with no Benzema, no Pogba, no Kante,
Nope.
no Kipembe, no fucking Hernandez, bro. Like,
Bare man missing.
Bare man missing,
Bare
bro.
man missing.
Like, this wasn't France's strongest 11, bro, and
It
France
wasn't.
were comfortable for the whole game. There was no part of the game where France looked like, oh, you know what, we could lose this. There was no part of it.
Nope.
France, literally, I said even during the game, France looked like they can score whenever they want. And that's how they played. Like, as soon as they scored the goal, they just dropped off, bro. Just sat back, let England have the ball, because they're not believing in the England players. England ain't got no players that's really going to do them nothing. And then on top of that, the midfield battle, England were losing it. And then second half, France don't really press anyway. But Giroud, every time England got the ball, Giroud dropped into midfield. And Griezmann and Mbappe squeezed into a 2, and it was like a 4-4-2 defensive block. And then they were looking to just hit England on the break. There was absolutely no enthusiasm from France to attack at all.
Nope.
Until they conceded. And as soon as they conceded, they scored straight
That's
back.
what I'm saying.
Like,
That's
bro,
what I'm saying.
So when
it was
man
a FIFA thing,
So
blood.
when man are going on like, oh yeah, we had France. Bruv, France knew they only needed one goal, yeah, to beat England.
Yep.
So they got that goal. They sat back. They started the second half slowly. Obviously, England being down, chasing the game, are always going to come out faster.
And you know why, man? These man are idiots as well.
And they got 2 penalties.
You know why these man are idiots as well? Kane missed the second penalty, yeah? Say Kane scores that penalty. Who's scoring again for England?
No one. They would have lost 3-2.
Thank you,
This
blood.
is what I'm saying.
Bruv, England never looked like we were winning that game,
Never.
innit? You get me, fam?
Never,
They
bro.
never looked. England didn't never look like they were winning that game, fam.
But
You get me?
everyone's coming
Just
out
because
blaming
they didn't
referees and shit.
Just because
Like,
they
bruv.
man didn't slap, just because France didn't slap them 4-1, just because it was closer than expected, man thought, oh yeah, this, that, and the other. Look at the teams man played, fam. Iran, blood. USA, Wales. Those should have been 3 wins, blood.
And Senegal,
3
bro.
wins. I'm Senegal. 4 wins, blood.
Bruv,
Should have been 4, and it should have been
dead
easy.
teams,
It should have
bruv.
been easy. Look at the route. Look at the route. Say man beat France, and look at who's left now. Look at the route, yeah, that man could have even had for the World Cup, blood.
But
Look at the
England
route in the Euros,
And then they would have got Morocco next year, who they should beat, but Morocco probably beat England.
And look at the
You know
Euros.
that,
Look at the Euros. What hard journey did he have there, blood? Somebody tell me.
But
Because
this
I
is
knew
the
who
thing.
Italy had to beat. Man all saw who Italy had to beat.
But
I had
this
them
is
in
the
the
difference.
sweepstakes.
Southgate gets easy routes, and then on top of that, he's had the deepest England squad that man's seen in the best part of 20 years in terms of depth. Do you know what I mean? So people giving Southgate credit for the fact England got to a quarter-final here, semi-final here, final here. Bruv, it had nothing to do with it. It was luck of the draw and also having a decent squad of players to choose from. That's all it was. But guess what? You can have the squad, but he don't have the man management ability and skills yet to do anything with it. That's why he always comes up short.
But
Every
that's what
time
I'm
he
saying.
plays against a team he's not supposed to beat, he doesn't win.
Facts.
Southgate hasn't beaten a team he's not supposed to beat yet.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? He hasn't. Every time he comes up against a team where he's not the favourite, he loses. He's yet to mastermind a performance where England were the underdogs and they come out on top, bro. Like, he literally just wins the games he's meant to win, loses the ones that would give him some sort of legacy, bro. He's a fraud.
Bro, but these man, but of course not. Man don't want to see that. They don't, innit? All you man blaming anyone other than Southgate, yeah? Answer yourself this question, yeah? I don't care what team you support. Would you take Southgate as your club's manager? Answer below, blood. I want to hear it, fam. Any team, blood. I don't care if you support Leicester. Don't care if you support Wolves. Don't care if you support Leeds. Don't care who you support, blood. Would you take Gareth Southgate as your manager, blood? Because I'm telling you, bruv, Forest, none of these man are taking Southgate, bro. They're not taking him. You get me, blood? He is overrated, blood. He's overrated. And I'm telling you, he's had a favourable draw in this England thing. And I'm tired of even watching the England thing now, blood. Because, you get me? Them man don't care about England like that. They can't. They can't, innit? Do you know what I mean? If man actually wanted to win something, bruv, these sort of problems would be addressed, innit? Do you know what I'm saying, fam? Fair. Because I'm telling you, a Premier League manager wouldn't get away with that. No way, blood. Especially with the squad that he's got, blood. It's not like, oh, yeah, England's had a dead team and you get me, he's turning water into wine. No, he's not, blood.
He's too comfortable. He should walk. He should walk.
He should have walked already.
Do you know what I'm saying? But he should walk now, but he won't because he's protected by the FA. He's another yes man, and he'll be there for as long as this country don't kick up a fuss. Like, because at the moment, everyone is out here spewing propaganda for Southgate, saying, oh, before Southgate, England out in the last 16 or whatever, out in the group stages, out in this, that, and the other. Bro, like, no context to who England were playing at the time.
None whatsoever,
no context to the players that they had to choose from at the time compared to who they're choosing from now. Bro, the whole thing is a joke.
Jake Livermore in the England midfield and that, blood.
There you go.
Do you know them way there? No disrespect, fam. But come on, blood. Do you know them way there? Let's be serious. Don't even go there, blood. These man are joke, man. They're joke, man, fam.
Bruv, man grew up seeing Danny Mills and that, bruv, playing for England. Now, man, I got Trent, Reece James, all these man there, bro. Like, man, are trying to really compare that. That's some joke thing, bro. Like, this England squad in terms of depth, 1 to 20, do you know what I mean? Them man should be getting to semi-finals, finals. Standard.
Nah, real talk.
Standard. Not because they're good, but because compared to what everyone else has right now, bro. Belgium are useless. Do you know what I'm saying? The French team are great. Spain are useless. Do you know what I'm saying? Italy are useless at the moment. Like, when we're actually going through, like, the European teams at the moment, most of them have ended their golden generation and they're going through a bit of a transition where they're not really doing it. Germany are on the way back, but they're not there yet. Do you know what I mean, bruv? When you look at all these teams that used to be the powerhouses in
Spain
Europe,
are bums.
They're shit, bruv. Yeah. So England are supposed to be better than all of these men at the moment. They're meant to be. So it's only really France, in terms of Europe, that are really supposed to be doing what they're doing. And bruv, like, England shouldn't be behind Croatia, bro. They shouldn't be behind Croatia, bro. Croatia had the same team for the last 20 years.
I'm telling you, blood. I'm telling you, fam. Shady Acres FC, blood. That's what them man are, bro. You get me? Croatia is crazy, blood. It's absolutely crazy, blood. Do you know what I mean? And didn't Croatia knock these man out in the Euros, blood? Do you understand? And now, look, once again now, blood. You get me? Croatia through to the semis, blood. Where are we, blood? Where are we, fam?
That's it.
Do you get me, bruv? Like, nah, man need to wake up, bruv. Wake up and smell the Kofi, blood. Smell the Kofi Kingston, fam. This is some joke thing, bruv. No, Southgate is a fraud. Southgate is a bum. Southgate needs to be sacked. He needs to be sacked. You get me? But they're not going to sack him.
Yeah,
of course not. They're going to suck him off. They'll probably open up another station. You know them way there, fam. Not even semi-final Southgate. Quarter-final Southgate now, blood. It's some joke thing, fam. Do you know what I mean? These man need to just realise what time it is, innit, fam? Like, it is what it is, innit? But just bring it back as a Premier League, innit? I can't wait, blood. You know them way there. Just get back to the Premier League, man. I don't even need to address that shit. First things first, this podcast is brought to you by ExpressVPN. For all you Americans listening out there, do you want to watch the World Cup games live without a cable subscription? No cable guy like Jim Carrey. Right now, if you're in the US, you can only watch the games on Fox. But I've got a little trick for you to watch all the games for free with ExpressVPN. See, ExpressVPN is an app that lets you change your online location. Lots of countries broadcast the World Cup for free. Free man like Morgan, just know. So just hop on over to one of those places and you'll be able to watch all the live games. I'm telling you, ExpressVPN has been super handy for all my streaming needs. Even when I'm not watching the World Cup,
I use it all the time to switch my location and watch shows and only other Netflix libraries. Look, like the other day, I'm in the UK, I'm in the US right now, fam. I need to watch EastEnders, blood. They're not letting me watch BBC iPlayer. So I went on ExpressVPN, changed up my location. Like Dave, fam. And just know I'm waiting for Phil Mitchell to come back, blood. You know them wait there. So go to expressvpn.com/ooze right now, OOZ, and you can get all the extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. That's expressvpn.com/ooze. expressvpn.com/ooze to learn more. Just know, links in the description.
Brazil, you know what I mean? Brazil out, blood. You know them way there. Croatia on penalties, fam. And yo, Perisic's header, yeah. I've never seen a man score a header from that far, blood.
That was it. That was against Japan.
Oh, was that against Japan?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So who scored for Brazil?
Neymar.
No, I mean who scored against for Croatia?
I don't know. I think Brozovic. I think someone pulled it back across the goal and then it deflected off Marquinhos. I believe it was one of the midfielders.
I swear I watched the Brazil game.
Attack.
They lost. They lost on penalties, right? And Neymar didn't
yeah.
even get to take a penalty, innit? Because he wanted to take the last one. He wanted the glory, blood, and then
yeah,
it
of
didn't.
course, he's the star man, bruv. Your star man's got to take your pressure pen.
Yeah, but then you don't see stars in the daylight, blood, and that's what happened.
That man died, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But you know what it is with Brazil? It's like, what I love about Brazil, yeah, is what killed them, bro. Like, bro, you're 1-0 up. There's 4 minutes to go in extra time. Why are you attacking with 6 players? They got hit on the counter attack, and it was a 4v4. And it's like, bro, you're 1-0 up. There's 4 minutes to go. Why are you committing 6 players forward? Do you know what I mean? But that's what Brazil do. And this is what I love about them. But also, this is what's infuriating because it's like Croatia never had a shot on target in the game for the whole game.
Yeah,
like 90-something minutes. Yeah, Brazil looked comfortable. It was a chess game. Like, do you know what I mean? Like Croatian midfield did well. It was literally like a game of chess. Brazil created more, of course, because they've got more flair, they've got more players. But they get the goal, great goal as well. Neymar, give and go, round the goalkeeper. All right, cool. See the game out.
Bruv, they could have had a few goals, blood. Brazil were peppering up. That Croatian goalkeeper had the game of his life.
No, the Croatian goalkeeper played well, and then he done well in the shootout. However, like, this is where in-game management comes, and this is why the manager... He walked after the thing because man must have known you have to walk.
You had to walk.
Because you can't have that in your hands.
Blood. You know, right there,
to have that in your hands and you fucked it, bro. Like you didn't make the right changes. Do you know what I mean? You went too ultra attacking. Obviously you got the goal, but then after that, as the manager, you either change the personnel or you get a message across to the players and tell them, you know what? Tell the fullbacks, don't go. Do you know what I'm saying? Tell the midfielders, don't go. Do you know what I mean? And just play on the counter attack. Because Croatia weren't looking dangerous. Why are you attacking with 6 players, bro? 6 fucking players. When there's 3-4 minutes to go with the game. Don't make sense, bro. It will never make sense to me, bro. Do you know what I mean? So, like, after that, it's like, I see the players crying and that, but I'm thinking, why are you crying, bruv? You cut your own throat, blood. Do you know what I mean? That you fucked yourself. You had it in your hands. You scored a great goal, well-worked goal.
And they're playing 4 centre-backs as well.
You were by far the better team. By far the better team. And then Marquinhos is doing splits and that, and it's deflecting and beating the keeper. Every time there's a bug out, Marquinhos is somewhere close, blood. That guy, bruv, can't be trusted. Him and the fucking left back Danilo is a scrub. Like, it's one of them ones where, like, Marquinhos not so much, but Danilo's a scrub. And the problem with Marquinhos, because he can play in midfield and he plays in midfield sometimes, it's like sometimes he just forgets he's playing centre back and wants to drift into midfield and do too much, bruv. Like, allow it. Do you know what I mean? The manager should have just literally shored up the game at the end. But nah, it's Brazil, bro. Brazil being Brazil, every time they get the ball, they want to score, bro. And it wasn't that kind of game. Do you know what I mean? And this is where in-game management comes. Like, sometimes it's not one of them games, bruv. If it's taking you 98 minutes to score your first goal, what makes you think you're going to get a second?
Yeah,
you know, you know what it was? It's like, bruv, be grateful you got the goal and just do the basics, bruv.
But the thing is, that's what I'm saying. Brazil were peppering up Croatia. That, you know what I mean? They were all over them, fam. That keeper was making save after save after save. Obviously, that Rafinha, I don't know how he just manages to steal that many minutes for Brazil. You know what I mean? And this referee, I mean, this guy took off Richarlison, blood. The one guy that scored pretty much your goals. The man's taken off Richarlison, your striker. Jesus is injured, remember? Yeah, it's not like say you're bringing on Jesus. You're bringing on some scrub, blood. I don't know who that was.
You, bro. I forgot his name now. With the blonde hair, bro. He's awful.
Bro, I'm telling you, them titties or whatever his name is had to bounce, blood. You know them when they're fam. Yeah, whatever his name is, bruv. Tite had to bounce, blood. Do you know what I'm saying, fam? It's one of them ones where the decisions that he made were shocking, fam. How he took off Richarlison, brought on that no mark, blood. You know them way there. And what, you expect to get another goal? Even if it went to, like, even when it's gone to penalties, yeah? Look at the players he's taken off. Do you know what I mean, fam? It's like he took off everyone but Neymar, right? From who started. Couldn't in the front.
Yeah, it was silly.
I couldn't believe it, blood.
Silly. He took off Vinny and he took off Rafinha. Like, Vinny wasn't playing well. He wasn't. He's not the kind of player you take off in a game like that because you know that he can do something. Exactly. Rafinha's trash.
Yep, Rafinha is rubbish, bruv.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He is rubbish, fam. You know what I mean? Like, listen, you know what?
I couldn't believe it, blood.
And then man are getting onto Neymar because obviously he didn't even get to take a penalty and that, you know.
Yeah, but these football fans are dumb, bruv. Because I saw bare people saying, oh yeah, Neymar should have taken the first penalty. When do you ever let your best penalty taker take the first pen? That's dumb, bro. That's like when you're playing blackjack, bro. Like you don't just throw down your blackjack as the first card. Like, you know, like, it makes no sense, bruv. You keep your weapons, bro. You keep your blackjacks, you keep your aces, and you keep your twos, blood. You know what I'm saying? You don't just be like, oh yeah, two, first card, bruv. For what? Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Because
what did man do to you? Like,
but that's what I mean. Man, need your weapons for later. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, because penalty shootouts are they're so unstable, you don't know what's gonna happen. I'm sure Brazil manager Neymar didn't know that Brazil were gonna miss 2 of their first 3 penalties.
No, of course
they didn't know that. Do you know what I mean? So when he chose to take the 5th one, he didn't know. He didn't know. No, 2 of the first 4 because Thingy missed the 4th one. Marquinhos. Neymar should have taken the 4th penalty. However, it's like he never knew my man was going to miss the penalty before. And also, he never knew that his keeper weren't going to get near any of the fucking penalties. Do you know what I mean? You don't know your keeper's not going to make a single save. Do you know what I mean? Everyone was confident, bruv. I see bare fucking Liverpool fans mad confident with Alisson on the penalty too. Oh, we got the best keeper in the league. Yeah, Alisson, he's better than Edison from penalties. Well, bruv, it might as well have been Edison in goal because he didn't get near any of them.
No, real talk.
You know, like that. So... Like, when you're seeing a penalty shootout, you don't know if your keeper's going to make saves. You don't know if their players are going to miss the target. You don't know if your players are going to miss.
I don't know how Alisson could be the best on penalties. He was literally out of reach, fam. Gabriel, blood. He didn't get anywhere near the penalties.
Nowhere near.
So these Liverpool fans, I don't know what they're talking about. They must be talking about the man paying for parking tickets or something like that.
I have no idea, but this is the problem,
bro.
Like, in hindsight,
that was shocking, blood.
That's what I mean. Hindsight in football fans always got the answers after the fact. Oh, yeah, like Neymar should have taken the first penalty. Bruv, you never let your best penalty taker take your first penalty. That don't make no sense, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they're not pressure pens. The first penalty in a penalty shootout is not a pressure penalty. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a pressure pen. You can miss the first penalty in a first penalty shootout and there's 4 more after. So why would you have your best fucking penalty taker on a penalty that's not a pressure pen? Someone that's not 100% sure, you put them first.
Nah, for me, it's either first or last, innit? That's for me. Like,
yeah, but even first, just because you score the first penalty, don't mean shit. No, there's 4 more after.
It don't mean it, you know what I mean? First or last. That's what I would say. It's first or last, innit? You get me, fam? It's like you start the show, or you're the main event, blood. You get me, fam? 100%. Roman Reigns, blood. You know
but starting the show, again, you're taking the pressure. If you're a competent penalty taker and you're a confident penalty taker, your confidence is more valuable to the team when there's more pressure. So
if you score that first pen, maybe you can be like, you know what? All right, boom, lead by example.
Yeah, but you can do that, score the first pen, and then what happens if my man misses the second pen? It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's going to be the same thing regardless.
But it's not, because the later you miss the pen, the closer it is to sudden death.
Nah, but what I mean is, I hear that still, but what I mean is, if you score that pen, you're leading by example. If you miss, like, man don't know who's going to win anyway. Man don't know who's going to score and miss. Of course. So what I mean is, like, your penalty, you can only take that in your hands, innit? Do you know
100%. But I'm saying, as a coach, if you're picking players to take pressure pens, you pick your most confident penalty takers to take the most pressurized ones. And if they're not as confident, then they take the ones with less pressure. And that's just what it is. So putting your actual best penalty taker, no. If you had your top 3 best penalty takers and say your number 1 penalty taker takes the most pressure penalty, the number 2, maybe you could put him as your first penalty taker because he's confident, but he's not Neymar. You know the ones, they put Rodrigo as the first penalty taker. He's a kid. I don't know if he's ever taken a penalty in a major tournament. I don't
was
think
he even
so.
on the field, blood? You know what I mean?
He's
blood,
a good
like,
player though, but he came on.
He is, but who did he come on for? Vinicius and that?
I think so,
That's
yeah.
what
He
I'm
shouldn't have
saying.
come on for Vinny. He should have come on for someone else. However,
Rafinha,
Rodrigo
bro.
should not have taken the first penalty because he's got no previous, bro, like to take big pressure penalties for Brazil. Do you know what I mean? And for Real Madrid, I don't think he takes them for them either. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Casemiro slapped his penalty away. He's experienced. If anything, put Cas on the first one. Do you know what I'm saying? But big 30-year-old man, he's confident. Put Casemiro on the first penalty. Why are you putting a kid on the first penalty? That was like when Southgate put Saka, Sancho and Rashford on the fucking free penalties.
Brought them on for that, blood.
Brought them on for the penalties. These man ain't got no
Yep.
major tournament thing.
Yep.
That was Saka's first ever penalty in adult football. Now he takes them for Arsenal all the time. Do you know what I mean? Why is Rodrigo taking the first one? Do you know what I mean? So again, like
You're
these
more
kind of
upset with Brazil
decisions,
than England, bro.
bruv, because it's infuriating, bruv, because they've actually got the players. Do you know what I mean? England don't have the players and think they have the players. Brazil have the players, but didn't make the right decisions. Do you know what I'm saying? England didn't lose because they didn't make the right decisions. They lost because they're not good enough. Do you know what I mean? That's just it.
Nah,
bro.
I think England. Nah. I think England had a decent enough team to beat France, blood.
I don't think so. I just think that
France
no,
because they didn't have Pogba
bruv,
and
I
Benzema
think that they
and that.
could. I think,
Even
bruv,
though
they
England
would've-
have had Reece James, Chilwell, like I hear that. I'm not saying strength for strength, innit? But
I think
mean,
to beat that France, yeah, England weren't clever enough.
England,
Do you know
yeah,
what
but that's what I'm saying. They needed
And
a
that's
better
what-
manager.
No, but
I've
the
been
players,
saying that,
but the
blood.
players ain't clever enough. Do you know what I mean? They're not clever enough because you could see they were feeling sorry for themselves even after they lost and that. Do you know what I mean? Pickford going up to Harry Kane, keeping the cameras away. Oh no, have some respect and that. These men are you feeling sorry for yourself. I genuinely don't believe that these England players believed they could beat France. They said it, but they didn't play like they genuinely believed they could beat them. Do you know what I'm saying? They playing like they were just happy to still be in the game, bruv. Like, and that's what I mean. The belief ain't there. Do you know what I mean? These men just come out and type the right things on Insta.
I hear that.
But the belief ain't there. Ain't there, bro. Because I know Rice and them, man, are on the pitch, they're looking at Griezmann, they're looking at Mbappe, and they're like, oh, it's Mbappe. That's how they played. That's when Jordan Henderson kept giving the ball to France, blood. It's like he went to play for them. Do you know what I'm saying? Nah, bro.
I'm saying France is trying to lure Mbappe. You're trying to lure Mbappe to Liverpool and that, blood.
Some
You know what I
joke
mean?
thing, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's one of them ones where big moment, Brazil scored a great goal. You know what I'm saying? Neymar turned up when his team needed him. And then what? They fell apart. Do you know what I'm saying? Bruv, capitulation, bruv. Do you know what I mean? But when you look at Brazil on paper, there's no way they're meant to go out to Croatia. There's no way. But when it goes to a penalty shootout, it's a lottery. Do you know what I mean? And they lost.
Fully hear that. Still, I knew if it went to penalties that Brazil would lose. To be
Yeah,
fair.
bruv.
Because Croatia, you get me, fam. That was the only way they were winning. I
Bro,
reckon.
in tournaments, they've got a
Get me?
record, I think like on penalties or something like that. They ain't
And
lost on
extra time.
penalties, yeah.
You know them.
They ain't
that all
lost
they
because
do
they
is
just
get-
play for
they
penalties
just
and
go
extra
to
time.
extra time,
and
yeah.
then they win, bruv.
Is it?
Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? That's
100%.
what they do, Croatia, bro. Like, I can't remember, but I think the last 3 penalty shootouts, I think in major tournaments they've won, maybe even 4. They don't fuck about.
That's it. But now the next game, we actually didn't talk about the Morocco. The last game, because actually
That was
it was
the
the
Morocco
Panenka
game before.
Yeah, with Spain when man got Panenka.
But there you go. Look at Hakimi, bro.
But
like
yeah,
that
Morocco-
pressure penalty, right back Panenka, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Morocco beat Portugal 1-0, fam. You know them way.
Sensationally, bro.
And CR7, blood, his last World Cup, blood. You know them way there, fam.
Knowing him, bro.
The cameras followed him like Bill Goldberg, fam. That's peak, fam. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but he left the pitch before his teammates. He shouldn't have done that.
What was
Do you know what I'm saying?
he should have clapped to the travelling fans and that.
Absolutely. Do you know what I mean? And also stay on the pitch with your teammates, bro, because you go out there, yeah, you're in battle together. You win together, you lose together. Do you know what I mean? So when you lose, collectively,
That was his final battle, though, blood. You know,
but it
them
doesn't
way
matter.
there.
When you lose, you got to stay with your teammates. And also, of course, you got to applaud the fans and that. But also, like, you stay with your teammates. And you shake everyone else's hands as well on the pitch, bro. You didn't shake no one's hands, you just walked off. Do you know what I mean? Like, man, I don't rate that. Do you know what I mean? But Portugal deserved to lose. They didn't play well. There was a little period where they did have some pressure, but as soon as they brought on Ronaldo, the pressure died. Do you know what I mean? And the manager bottled it for Portugal, you know, because Portugal were all over
They
Morocco,
were. I saw
yeah.
Felix, bruv, peppering them up,
Bruv,
bruv.
and then he brought on Ronaldo too early. And then all of a sudden, the pressure that they had, it just dissipated. Like, it's like the manager bottled it because the manager was like, you know what, we're losing. The longer I don't bring on Ronaldo, the more I'm going to get backlash. So he brought on Ronaldo with about half an hour to go, maybe more. Should have waited another 15 minutes. I believe that Portugal probably would have scored because the pressure was definitely on Morocco. Morocco were on the back foot. As soon as Ronaldo came on, do you know what I mean? That was it, bro. Like, that was it. The pressure from the front wasn't there no more. And the Moroccans, amazing. Like, collectively.
It was a great goal as well, bro.
Oh, bruv, that guy got up, bro.
Great goal.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that was the difference. They wanted it more, bro. Like, he went up there, he outjumped the defender and the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper flopped, bro. That goalkeeper's been linked to Man United, bro. Diogo Costa, yeah. And you guys have been showing me your comps, yeah, of his kicking, yeah. Bruv, he's got no hands. You know what I mean? In this tournament, this guy's got no hands. It's not the first time as well. Do you know what I mean? So all you man showing me, oh yeah, ball playing goalkeeper. This guy's got no hands, bruv. Do you know what I mean? I don't know where he was going. I don't know what he thought he was doing. If he stays on his line, he saves it. Like he came out, was never getting anywhere near it.
It was ridiculous. Like I don't know why. Who told him to come out, bro?
I don't
Keep up.
know.
You know them way there, bruv.
I have no
Literally, bruv.
idea.
Who told him to come out? Do you know what I mean?
Awful decision.
Mistakes.
Do you know what I mean? But Morocco defended so well.
They did.
Disciplined, and they've got injuries as well. They got some of their main defenders out. You couldn't tell. Do you know what I mean? They battled. They played for each other, and the manager's only been in charge like 3 months as well. So the manager's done amazingly well. But this is what happens when you know how to manage and you know how to organize a football team. Like Ziyech, I think, fell out with the previous manager and wasn't playing. He's gone and he's brought him back. Do you know what I mean? He's got the players together playing for each other. Defensively, like, no one wants it more than Morocco, blood. No one. They're winning every single aerial duel defensively, every 50-50. They're just playing for each other.
Morocco stand up, blood. I'm telling you, fam. I might as well have put up a Morocco flag after because that's who I'm supporting now.
Yeah, 100%.
Big man team.
Yeah, everyone in
Big man
fucking West London, North West London supporting Morocco.
Facts.
Bro. Everyone.
You get me?
You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? That's just what it is. The
Definitely
roads
be
have been a mad
supporting.
thing.
Definitely be supporting Morocco.
Bruv, there's even a Moroccan brother outside, like in Kilburn, with his flag yesterday with a broom, yeah, brushing snow off people's cars and that. Them man are just in good mood, blood.
Exactly, blood.
You get me? Like, man, just in a good mood, fam. Man are just out here, just living life, and they deserve it, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Because they're actually playing well.
I might smoke some shisha later today, blood.
They've only conceded one own goal as well. They're not conceding goals. They're genuinely playing well. Out of all the teams left in the tournament, they're the only team I can say genuinely, are playing well. They're playing good football. Do you know what I mean? France are just doing enough. Like, they've got the players to do that. France just turn it on when they feel like it, then turn it off. Morocco are genuinely playing well. Do you know what I mean? So, nah, man, they deserve it, man. I'm happy for them. Hopefully they win, innit? Like, they've got France next. It's going to be difficult for them.
It is.
But they can beat France.
100%.
And also, Croatia can beat Argentina. You know what I mean? I think that's going to pen. So that's
probably, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's two shit houses because Argentina are scumbags anyway, bruv. To be fair, apart from Brazil, most of them South American teams are scummy, bruv. Uruguay, them man there, there's shit houses.
Yeah, that Argentinian team, the elite scumbags, blood. Elite scumbags blasting the ball, blood, at the Netherlands team. Let's get on to that game.
Yeah.
Fam. Netherlands 2, Argentina 2. Argentina won on penalties. And bro, up until I see the man kick the ball at the bench, yeah, I was thinking, yeah, Argentina. But I want Netherlands to win, bruv. Do you get me, fam? Disgraceful, fam. Disgraceful behaviour, fam.
Yeah, this is what they do, though, bro. They're trigger merchants, blood. Argentina been doing that. Do you know what I mean? Messi trying to do the bad man thing. Do
you know what I mean?
And I was just like...
Man tried to flipping Argentinian Randy Orton, blood. I was so happy when they equalised. I was so happy when fucking Wolf Weghorst, whatever his name is, W2, blood. Yeah, scored, blood. You know what I mean, fam? Like, obviously, he came on, good header.
Great
and
header.
The second goal... Oh, what a free kick, blood. The set pieces.
Unbelievable.
You know what I mean? Unbelievable set piece.
Unreal
you know what I mean?
set piece,
That's
man.
just what you want to see, blood. You know what I mean? Last kick of the game. No one don't think you're David Beckham and try go for glory. Man need to score.
It was too close to get up and
Man
over
need
the
to
wall.
score. Exactly.
But that set piece was sensational.
It was.
It's one of them ones where, like, what I love about Louis van Gaal, yeah, and he done it as Man United manager as well, yeah. He cares about winning more than he cares about how he needs to win. If this guy needs to go route one, he's going route one. Blood. My man put on 2 fucking beam poles and was just playing dives into the box.
Facts.
Fuck all this trying to play the ball in, bro.
Some
Like,
Dutch
we're
tripods,
losing,
like,
bruv.
Man said,
He's never lost a game in 90 minutes, in in a major tournament ever because this guy always finds a way. Do you know what I mean? And he was like, cool, we can't play through you, so we're going to play over you. And Argentina were rattled in that extra time.
But
when
they ain't
were
got
going
no height
direct.
in that squad, blood.
Bruv, I'm seeing, like, you got Lissandro, and fucking
about their
Enzo
tallest
and
player,
these
blood.
man, up against 7 foot bears, blood, and they got a 6'8" goalie. Bruv,
Oi.
it was mad. Like, when I saw them just pinging the diags, Argentina's ass fell out, bro. Like, and literally, they were so close to nicking it. You know what I mean? So that was a good game, man. But yeah, man, the Argentines, bruv, it's one of them ones. I don't want them to win it. And then Messi
no
trying
way.
to do the bad man thing,
I lie?
trying to chief man up after the game and disrespecting
Nah, I want to
LVG
see some
and
messy
that.
tears. I'm not hating,
Yeah,
but I want to
100%.
see some messy tears.
Yeah,
this-
so
this
do I, bruv.
competition.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Man
the thing
seen
is-
Neymar's, man seen CR7s. I
It's
want to see
Messi's time,
Messi's,
bro.
blood. I want to see some messy tears,
Yeah,
bro.
100%.
'Cause
I
if they
don't want
win it, you
Argentina to
watch,
win it.
blood. There's gonna be compilation of Neymar's tears, CR7. This is why he's the goal. They're gonna suck him
I don't
off,
want to
blood.
see
They are
Messi's
gonna
Argentina
suck
win it
him
just because
off.
they're shitbags, bruv. Man's watching a very resolute Croatia, a very entertaining, passionate Morocco side. France are just doing the workman thing, but Argentina, bro, listen, they're shitbags, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not trying to see that. And when Messi trying to do the bad man thing after the game, like, to players chatting shit, bro. One thing about football that I notice more than any other sport is you always get like the neakiest bres always chatting shit because they know there's refs around and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's like, bruv, like, respectfully, bro, like, great football, bruv. You're a little 5'6".
I want to know who Messi thought he was talking to, blood.
Who did you think you were
I lie?
speaking to? Because you see when it kicked off,
In France, you see in Paris when man was scaling your hotel building, blood. Yeah, you see when Spider-Man and them man was scaling your hotel building, you were shook, blood.
Bruv.
Man seen the video. Nah, big man team.
Bruv, these Argentine bears tried to do the scumbag thing, but when it kicked off, and I see Virgil and I see all these man slap, they didn't
Man, no,
want it.
Di Maria's not on anything
Bruv,
from
Di
Man
Maria
United.
ain't on
From
nothing,
his yard
bruv.
got
Di
burgled.
Maria's the
Man,
kind
know
of guy
these man
that'll
are
be
on
hiding
nothing.
behind trying to poke
Yep.
man in the eyes
Yep.
like Jose and that.
Yep.
These Argentine man are on pure rattling, but I'm telling you see when the Dutch lost it, blood, and them man ran in. Edgar Davids would have cleaned out at least
Man
6
saw
of them.
it. Man saw it.
You
When
know
see when the
them one?
bench came up and that,
Bruv.
blood, it was
The
mad.
bruv, Virgil just knocked man over.
Yeah, fam.
I see Davids, all them man's heads gone, bro. And that's one thing, them man were on smoke.
Big
Edgar
man
Davids
ting,
is
bro.
taking out at least 6 of their
Man
players.
saw, man, you get me, fam.
With the glasses on, bro.
Virgil turned from Little Fizz to Chris Eubank with a bun, fam, and he was
Yeah,
on smoke.
he lost his
I
head.
saw it. He did.
I ain't seen him lose his
He
head
was
like
on
that.
smoke.
I never knew he had it in him,
He
I'll
was
be
on
real.
smoke. You
I
get me,
didn't- I
fam?
didn't.
These
I
man
didn't.
didn't want it with the Dutch. They were going to get
didn't.
put
I
in the
didn't
Dutch
think-
pot, bro. These man would have been cooked.
I didn't
You get
think
me,
that
fam? You
Virgil
think
had
these
it in him.
Argentinian-
Because he's
Don't
not
get me
aggressive
wrong.
like that in the Prem, but
Yeah.
like, I ain't seen him, like, his head was hot, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
nah,
saying?
nah,
And when
nah.
you see the slow motion of the
Because if
cameras
you
and the
think-
bench and the way everyone ran out, yo.
Because who does man think he is blasting the ball at the bench like that? Who
Yeah.
was that? Enzo.
No, I don't think it was Enzo. It was the next shoot, but he done it on. He done it on purpose as well. It was a pure rattling thing. Like it was a pure rattling
I
thing.
thought it
It
was
a
that
scumbag
Enzo
thing.
Fernandez, blood. I
And
swear
them
it
man
was
do those things, bruv. Uruguay are the same. Them man do the shithousery. Try get you booked.
Suarez
Like
tears
Messi
love
probably
that.
could have got like 4 yellow cards.
Messi
And
should
then-
have been sent off,
And then he
blood.
came out after
Messi-
the game
let's
and
get that
complained
in.
about the referee, and the referee got sent home from the World Cup.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I mean about these referees in the World Cup, blood. You know what I'm saying? Messi should have been sent off. I see 2 yellow cards before even one was brandished. Do you know what I'm saying? These men are taking a piss, fam. Oh, you can't send Messi off in his last World Cup. Who gives
Bro,
a
and the
fuck?
refs were
you know what that
clearly- the
reminds me
referees
of?
were clearly
You know what that
protecting
man?
him.
It's a screw job, bro. It's a fix, blood. This is a sport, blood. This is supposed to be you win on talent. I don't give a fuck if his name's Lionel Messi, blood. If he deserves a red card, send him off, bro.
Yeah, but they're never gonna do that.
This is the biggest, bruv. The last time I saw a screw job like this was the FCA's, blood. Do you know them way? Nah, big man thing. You should be winning on talent, not screwing man over, giving out bronze awards and that.
Yeah,
Do you know
no,
them way there? Nah, fam. This is a screw job, blood.
Bro, I'm seeing it, bruv. Man's giving bookings against players, for winning the ball against Messi and that, bro. Like it's funny.
Bro, I
we
couldn't
say that
believe
refs
it.
don't protect players, but bruv, every time he got tackled, it was a foul and it was a yellow
Messi
card.
is an Argentinian Shaboinka,
And
the
it
way
was
he was
mad.
being protected, blood. It's a Durex thing. An Argentinian Shaboinka, fam, is absolutely ridiculous. The refereeing across a lot of these games is they're poor, fam. It's unprofessional, blood. They don't even like seeing it. And these men had the cheek to talk about the African Cup of Nations. Do you remember? They had the cheek. Do you know the amount of jokes that they were running about the African Cup of Nations? Right, whether it be the football, the referee, all of that. You know the joke they were running? And you're watching this cesspool of a competition, fam. Do you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Even Morocco. Even Morocco could have been screwed, blood. Do you know what I'm saying?
They tried to screw Morocco.
They tried to screw Morocco,
They
blood, and then
tried.
Bruno came out moaning about the ref.
They tried to screw Morocco. You could tell, like, at the end, they were doing everything to give Portugal, like, every advantage to score, bruv. You could see it at the end. Do you know what I'm
Ridiculous,
saying?
man.
Like, but this is what it is. I think these men know who they
Man
want to
didn't
win.
even give the Mason Mount penalty, you know. The ref didn't give it, blood. It was the fucking linesman or whatever. Do you know what I mean? You know the ref didn't even give it.
Yeah, but to be fair, that was always going to VAR, innit? That was always going to VAR, so...
Man, that ref's a scrub, bro. I'm not even blaming the I'm not saying the ref's the reason why the England lost, yeah? But the referees across the board have just been poor. You get me, fam? They've been poor. You get me? There's not one reason why England lost. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting there just saying, oh, this is all Southgate's fault, blood. Yeah, he plays a major part in it, 100%, fam. Because for me, yeah, and it's bigger than Southgate, because for me, he shouldn't be in employment. Do you know them way there? Who's in charge? Who's the one above him, blood? Blame them. Do you know what I mean, blood? You want to blame Levy and all of that. You want to blame the club's owners when the manager's still you get me, fam. Who do we blame, blood? The EFA, what are they called,
The
blood?
FA, but I don't know who
The
at
FAR.
FA is in.
You get me, blood? Blame
I don't
that.
know who at the FA is responsible directly for
Who
the
sacks?
appointment
That's
of
what I'm saying.
England
Who
manager.
sacks the England manager? Blame them, bro.
Yeah,
Do you know what
fam.
I'm saying, fam? There's many different factors.
But you
that
know what it
can
is,
blame.
yeah? These England boys, like, bruv, like, it's one of them ones. It's a double-edged sword. Everyone before was like, the English players before, like, the Rios and that, like, they didn't really get on because of the club rivalry, and maybe that's the reason why England didn't do X, Y, Z. But now I think it's too pally, blood. Southgate will stay because these man all like him. You know them was some brethren thing because he's a loser. He's like Ollie. You know them ones there. Like you see fucking Lingard and Rashford saying, "Oh, like he's not liking my coach. He's like
Yeah.
one of the players.
One of our mates.
Yeah,
innit?
one
You
of
know what
our
I mean?
mates,
Yeah.
but so they're not gonna want him sacked. Do you know what I mean? When really they should want him sacked because they should want to actually win something. But they'll save him, they'll protect him, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Because they like him, bro. So we're not getting rid of this donkey anytime soon, bruv. And that's just what it is. This England camp now, it's a vibes thing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Vibes are no end product. That's what's gonna be going on, bruv. If they got a proper manager, you know what I mean, they might have half a chance to just go that extra step further. Do you know what I mean? And actually compete against the bigger teams. But with this clown in charge, it's going to be the same thing. Picking the wrong players, picking the wrong squad. Do you know what I mean? And then, we almost got there. And comparing it to where we got last time, bruv. Bullshit, bruv.
That's exactly what it is. You know, them way there. Yeah, you stop playing 5 at the back, but then you're playing 3 trucks in the midfield.
But that's what I mean.
And what's the point, bruv?
Three
What's the point?
fucking big centre midfielders in
Where's the creativity,
and
blood?
Rice and
Where's
Henderson
the
ain't got no
creativity?
mobility.
Where's the creativity? Jude ain't a number 10, fam. Nope. Where's the creativity, blood?
Nope.
Man, he's an idiot, blood. He's an idiot. He's an absolute idiot. And it's not like, you get me, at least when Conte plays 3 trucks in the midfield, he expects creativity from the wing backs, even though we ain't got it. Do you know them way there? There's that expectation.
Yeah, but there's a
Man's
system,
playing
yeah.
3 trucks in the midfield. Where are you getting the creativity from? Because, Walker and Shaw, them man ain't, they're going up and
Walker's
down.
not creative.
But them man ain't, you get me, we ain't got 3 at the back. Do you know them way
Walker's
there?
not creative, he's a runner. Do you know what I'm saying? And Luke Shaw got pinned back by Dembele, obviously, because Griezmann was doubling up and Foden don't come back to help. So the balance was wrong. Like, I don't know how we thought he was going to beat France. I'll be real.
Bruv, everyone's just sucking them off saying, it was close, it was close. It wasn't close, blood.
It wasn't close,
It
bro.
wasn't close.
France didn't get out first gear, blood.
No, they didn't. France didn't have to be good, you know them way there. And that Giroud goal, blood, what was Harry Maguire doing, blood? What did he do? Did he elbow it in or something? Did he do?
No, he headed it and it hit Harry Maguire on the way in. But, bro, Harry Maguire just never... He just didn't get there, bruv. You know what I mean?
That's it. I'm not gonna blame him. You can't blame man for that because even the tournament he had, I'm not gonna turn on Maguire or nothing like that. Yeah,
but it's easy for Maguire to have a good tournament when you don't play no one.
Exactly.
And this is exactly what
that's what I said.
Last
Do you know them
tournament,
way
they
there?
were like, oh yeah, Maguire and Shaw, bruv. Like, there's a reason why they weren't playing for Man United, bruv. Because they're not that good. Do you know what I'm saying? So against Senegal, USA, who we struggled against, by the way, let's not forget, Iran. Do you know what I mean? And Wales, the worst team in the tournament.
Wales, a team that don't even make the World Cup,
Yeah.
blood. You get me? This is their first World Cup in however long, blood.
But that's it.
Get me?
So
Did
we played
Giggs
some
play in
trash
the World
team.
Cup, blood? I don't even know.
No,
blood.
Giggs never played in a World
Exactly.
Cup.
Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And look how long Giggs has been playing for Wales. I ain't
Bruv.
never seen him in a
Bruv,
World
he
Cup.
played till 40 years old and never played in a World Cup.
So, look at that. Wales
Yeah,
are
I mean-
scrubs. They're bums.
So-
You get me, fam? Man beat Wales. Iran, you get me? USA, joke ting, blood.
But that's what I'm saying. So saying man played well, yeah.
Senegal.
So
without Mane.
saying these players played well, yeah, when you actually compare them to who they actually played against, it's not a compliment. Like, you didn't play well against anyone of any merit. The one
Imagine
time
we
you
had
needed to
South
play well,
Korea
you
or
didn't.
it's in Japan. Imagine it was in one of them groups there. I mean, fist up. Imagine it was
Fist
in
up,
Germany's
proper.
group.
Proper. Would have got smoked.
You get
Imagine
me?
if England had Germany and Spain in the
Yeah,
same group, because that's
imagine.
what Japan had.
Yeah, imagine.
Japan beat them both. England would have lost to both.
We would have lost to Japan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spain and Germany
Facts.
probably. We probably
Facts
lost all
would have
three.
finished bottom of the group.
Big man thing. Do you know what I
There
mean?
you
It's
go.
absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Man had the easy ride. I keep telling you, man had the ride along, fam. I'm telling you, that's all it was, bro.
Facts.
It was a flipping full English ride along, bro, for Gareth Southgate, blood. But no, you know what I'm saying, bro? Let's just blame individuals. Let's just blame individuals. Let's not blame the man that's in control of the whole situation.
easiest thing to
Let's
do.
just blame individuals. You know what I mean? Let's blame the ref. You get me? Let's blame Kane for missing the penalty. Although that means the penalty would have made it a draw, and we would have still had to score again, and we didn't look like scoring.
That's what I mean.
That.
What, you're
Let's
going to
be
blame
on-
Bellingham because the ball went through his legs?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
You know them ones there, bro?
Yeah.
They can't be blaming individuals,
Yeah.
bro. Like, collectively, England are not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
You get me, fam? Telling you, bruv, it's absolutely crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy, bruv. Literally ridiculous. And other than the football, blood, I think they had the UFC, blood. You know what I mean? UFC in Vegas. I know. I didn't watch the main event because I was tired, blood. And Paddy even went on at about 5:30. It was late. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Paddy won on decisions. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the rules of UFC innit? Because I thought, like, you see, when the decision came, I thought they would have. It would have been either a lot closer, or I thought that maybe he lost, innit? But I don't know I can't know the point scoring system. I just know when man gets knocked out, innit? Because you know what it is, yeah. The third round, like, the guy was on Paddy. He was just holding him. You know what I mean? He was on top of him, but it's what he's doing to him. So I'm thinking, maybe wouldn't you give that man the third round if it's Paddy defending?
But how it works is you get points for takedowns.
Yeah.
However, do you know what I'm
I
saying?
wouldn't even say really a takedown. You know when you're holding man on a cage and you're doing them sort of things and you're just punching.
Yeah,
like,
but that's what I mean. That's not.
is that anything?
If
like?
if you're not dominating, or if somebody is controlling you, so like you can be on the bottom, yeah, but you can be controlling if you're controlling their wrist or something like that.
Okay.
So even though you're on top, technically you're winning, but you're not winning because you're not landing anything. You're not striking. Do you know what I mean? Because I've seen fights where with like Michael Bisping and stuff like that, and these guys are on the bottom, yeah, but these guys are controlling people from the bottom and actually striking from the bottom, and I've seen people be cut open, yeah.
Did you watch the
being
fight,
on
yeah,
top?
or the highlights?
I only watched the highlights.
And what did you think?
But-
Did you think he won clearly? Like,
No, I thought it was close, bruv. I thought it was a lot
I thought it
closer
was a
than the
draw.
scards. Yeah.
I thought it was a draw. If
I
I'm
thought
honest,
it
I
was
didn't say
a lot
I don't think
closer
the guy
than the
didn't have to
scorecard.
beat Paddy, but I thought it was a draw already.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
That's what I thought.
For me, like even.
But I don't know the rules,
Even
but-
with my boxing hat on, it's like when you're fighting the guy, you have to beat the guy.
Yeah, facts.
Do you know what I mean? You have to beat them. Like you can't come and scumbag it. And
But he ain't a champion. That's the only thing I'd say.
but he's not a champion. But even though he's not a champion, he's like he's
one that everyone came
He's
to
a
see.
face. He's the
Yeah.
guy. He's the A side.
course.
Do you know what I
Of
mean?
course.
When you're fighting the A side, unless you beat them conclusively, you're not winning. And that's in any combat sports because they understand that when you've got the A side, these are the guys that are going to sell the tickets. These are the guys that are going to keep the UFC, keep the boxing. They're going to keep people coming, keep the money coming in.
Yeah.
So they're not going to let you beat them. You have to actually forcefully take that victory. Do you know what I mean? You can't come, try to do the tactical thing and say, oh, you know what, I'm going to scumbag it. Because if it's close, they're going to give it to the other guy. You got to knock them out or you got to choke them out or something. Or you have to beat them conclusively. It wasn't a conclusive win, innit? So when it's tight, the judges are always going to favour the A side because everything you do as the A side is more eye-catching to the judges because there's that bias there, like naturally. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I saw loads of people saying that it was a draw or Paddy lost, do you know what I mean, or whatever. But then all that means is, bruv, it just needs to be a rematch.
Yeah, real talk.
Like, that's it. This needs to be a rematch. And
And
then
I
there
did.
needs
Did
to be
you
a
did you watch
conclusive
the
win.
other one, the main event, light heavyweight? I don't know, like Buglashevic. I don't know what. I couldn't even pronounce his name, but I didn't stay in the wait for that.
I didn't watch
You
it.
know, them way there. I went to sleep like immediately after that. And before the Paddy fight, I saw Ebony Bridges. She won her fight.
fist up that,
she did.
fist
Knuckle
up that
sandwiches, bro. Gave her
Beat
the
her
club
up.
sandwich, blood.
Yeah, she beat her up
saying?
proper. Do you know what I'm
Fist
saying?
her up, blood.
Well, sometimes that's what you got to do, bruv. Just bite down on the gum shield and just take someone out. And that's what she did. Like, conclusively. I think that was a mandatory as well. She beat the living hell out of her, man. Like, it was a good performance.
No, real talk. Is there anything else you want to touch on?
Nah, outside of that, there's not been anything else outside of
No, the UFC,
outside
bit
of the
boxing.
UFC, bruv. It's just mainly been the football thing.
Yeah, no, I fully hear that still. Well, say no more. Well, Oozing Sorcery Award, you know them way there. I have to give that to Morocco.
Has to be.
100%. You know what I mean? Wallad and Bonafide Bum of the Week. You know them way there. Wallad of the Week. Who do I want to give that to? You know what? I'm giving it to Argentina, blood. I really didn't like, honestly, blood, I really didn't like, like as a man, innit?
Yeah, they're just mad
the way that
distasteful,
man, the way that they kicked the ball, and even after they lost that one on penalties and how they all smiling,
making
I
faces
really
at
didn't
the
like
players
that.
when they were.
I really didn't like
Yeah,
that
they're
because I want to
scumbags.
see what these man will be on off the field, blood.
Yeah.
Only some of them are on it. You know, like a group of the man them. You only know
it's
two
just
man are willing
and
to chef, man.
Lissandro and a couple man.
Ramiro's on it as
and
well.
the Powell
The man
will
seen
be
it in
on
the
it.
Premier League.
Yeah.
That's what it is, innit? So it's one of them ones where, two man will be actually on grease and then the rest of them are just there for show, blood.
100%.
You know what I mean? They're backup dancers, blood. You get me? And Messi's one of them backup dancers.
Yeah,
Messi ain't on
Messi's
nothing.
posturing, he ain't on
Messi
no
ain't on
smoke.
anything, blood. Messi, but don't get me wrong, Messi got too much money and has always had too much money to even have to be on anything. So let's be sorry, he can pay people to be on it. So let me not make out that, you get me, fam.
Yeah,
But
he's not a victim.
Yeah,
man.
he's not.
Man will back it. For
Yeah, facts. You get me?
100.
Messi got too much money to be a victim. Let's get that in. Do you know them way there, innit? But the way that he's all running off his mouth to Weghorst and all of that, I don't like
No
that.
class. You've won the
These
game.
man have got no class.
You've won the game.
None whatsoever.
It was a very
fam.
tight game. You won it on penalties. Mm-hmm. All right, cool, allow it. You know them ones. You didn't see Croatia doing that to Brazil.
And it was right at the end. Even like, I see the Mbappe when Kane missed and you saw Mbappe's reaction. Fine. You know, I got no problem with that, One, it's in the game's still going on.
Yeah.
It's not over.
Yeah.
You get me, fam. Two, Mbappe may have, and even whatever, he may have felt aggrieved about the penalty even being given or whatever. This is penalties.
because before...
You know, like a boxer, when the match is over and then the decision's been made and then they can shake hands and that. Why couldn't that happen in penalty? I'm not saying you can't celebrate. Come back and shake hands. But why you doing all of this?
Opponents, like, they're crying and stuff
Yeah, and
like
you're doing all of this.
You don't need to do that.
Dickheads, bruv.
Do you know what I mean? That there's no class. With
class.
Mbappe, I saw when... The penalty when they were going to VAR, Mbappe was like, "No way!" to the camera, he was like, "There's no way, no way."
Yeah.
So when the penalty was given, he was pissed. Bro.
Of course.
You know he was pissed because he was like, "No way," and he speaks good English.
Yeah.
So and he was in English. He was talking to like one of the players. He was like, "Yeah, absolutely no way." And the funny thing is, it was a dumb penalty to give away because Mount was nowhere near the ball. He was not getting there. And he just tried to just nudge him to let him know he was
Lucas
there. But
Hernandez,
his blood was too hot, bruv, and he oversold
that
the nudge. Yeah, it was Lucas, I think. No, Teo, I think.
I don't give a fuck who it was, blood. If one of them Hernandez knew who it was that was on the ball,
They
they'd
would have
let
left
him go.
Yeah. But he just wanted to leave something on him, because that's what defenders do. Let me just give him a nudge, just let him know, innit? But he sold the nudge too much and Mount's gone down. The ball's flown over both of their heads. Neither of them were getting the ball.
Yeah.
That's why I thought the pen wouldn't be given, because I was like, neither of them are anywhere near the ball. It's an off-the-ball incident, like... Do you know what I mean? So when it was given, like Mbappe was fuming in it. So obviously he laughed at that after the miss. It was a bad miss though.
It was.
You know what I mean?
Bro, I told you,
man
bruv.
skied it out the stadium. And
Told
it's
you,
one of
orbit,
them ones
lad.
where, like, obviously, Harry Kane's never had a penalty with that much pressure on it before. Because one, England don't get to situations like this, and obviously playing for Tottenham as well. Like,
I've seen score.
a Premier.
I've seen Kane score 2 penalties, but one's in open play and one's in a shootout.
I understand
Do you
that,
understand?
but also
2 in open play against your own goalkeeper.
Against your own goalkeeper that you practice
Come on,
against
man.
all the time,
Come on,
That's
man.
why I thought he might miss the first one.
Yeah.
Because he literally practices the majority of his penalties against this guy. So if anyone knows, that's why I was surprised Lloris went the wrong way, because Kane's got a favourite side, it's that side. Everyone knows that. But Lloris probably thought, you know what, because it's me, Kane might go the other way. But then Kane's overthought it and said, you know what, I'm going to go the same way again, but I'm going to go with more power. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he probably thought Lloris thinks that he's going to go the other way
Lloris
next
the
time.
right way though, didn't he?
The second time.
Kane's
saying?
one, I didn't know it had direction. I just thought it went straight up and over.
No, he went for the same corner, but he went top
Like,
bins,
you see,
isn't it?
I didn't watch that penalty again on I couldn't watch it, innit? So when I watched it on live play,
Yeah, Lloris just won the mind games. But you know what it is? It's one of them ones where you could, like, in training, you can't replicate pressure penalties. And this is why I say your best penalty takers have to take the pressure ones later on in the game, because the pressure was the difference between him scoring the first penalty and the second penalty. It's just the pressure. It's the same distance, same goalkeeper, same everything, same game, but different pressure. You know what I'm saying? And that's just all it is. You can't replicate that in training, bruv.
No, I fully hear you, bro. I fully hear you, blood. You know what I'm saying, fam? But, like, with Kane, obviously, I read this. He's got the most goals for England in knockout games ever, most goals for England in tournaments ever, then the most goals in the North London
And most of them are
derbies,
are
man of the
penalties
match,
as well
and
for England
he's got
as well.
16. He's got 16 penalties out of like 50 goals or something.
Yeah, for
Or
England.
was it, what, how many did Rooney get?
I don't know, but for England,
It's like 16 out of 50 or something like
the
that.
last World Cup, Harry Kane scored like 4 penalties. Like, do you know what I mean? Harry Kane scores penalties for England. Most of his goals for England in knockout competitions are penalties.
When you deep it though, yeah, but when you deep it, man are saying that most of them are penalties. He scores the penalties, so you wouldn't want to put anyone else on the
Hell no,
penalties, innit?
but because
And-
it was his goalkeeper
when
and
you
he took
deep
the
it as
first
well-
one, I would have let someone else take it.
When's the last time you seen England playing any decent football anyway? Bro?
Never.
They ain't creating. Of course, his goals have to be penalties. England
because they
create
don't create.
Shit. England don't create shit for man
They
to
score set
What are you
pieces.
talking about?
Free kicks,
Man,
corners, and penalties. That's
His
how
goals for
England
Tottenham
score.
ain't penalties, blood. Look at how many goals he scores for Tottenham, blood.
No,
You
you're
get me?
right.
What are you talking about?
It's
So man,
England.
want to make out that, oh yeah, all he does is score penalties. Yeah, because the fucking team don't create anything, blood.
They
Do you
don't.
know what I mean? I'm tired of this shit, blood. I'm tired of the agendas, bro. Do you know what I mean? I really am. You know the amount of times that I want Kane off. I don't even want him to play for England. Do you know what I mean? Man ain't appreciate man, bro. You think I want him rolling his ankles? The man was injured. And get Southgate just playing. Do you think I want that? I don't want that.
England are winning as
Do you know
well.
what I mean?
Like,
And who
3-0
else
up.
they got? That tennis racket, Callum Wilson. Yeah, he plays great for Newcastle. Not a shot, not a chance for England. Do you know them way? They don't get a chance, blood. Do you know them way there? When's the last striker? Who is the England striker?
England ain't had a striker to compete with Harry Kane since Harry Kane's broke through.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And
Who was
to
the
be
one? Who was
fair,
before Harry Kane?
We've got
and
Ivan
Vardy. Look, Vardy.
Jamie Vardy.
All of these man. None of these man.
Jamie Vardy, Wayne Rooney. Do you know what I mean? But that
Yeah.
era of strikers, we had bare strikers. No, we ain't. We've got Ivan Toney, who's not there.
No
Do you know what I
chance.
mean? Do you know what I mean? What's
when
his name? Isn't of that level either. What's his name? That plays for Roma. Tammy
Abrahams, yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Tammy's good, but he's not Harry Kane. You know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where really Tony's the only strike. Tony and Wilson probably deserve to be in the squad. Do you know what I mean? But even if Harry Kane's not playing well or he's injured or whatever, they're not going to play no one else anyway.
Exactly,
So,
blood. That's what I'm saying.
like,
So it just is what it is, man. I'm telling you, fam. So yeah. But anyway, shout out everyone. It's got to the end of the pod. Oh, we stopped doing that, blood. If you got to the end of the pod, blood, what shit, we actually stopped doing that, didn't we? Fucking hell, blood. Say no, Dave, you're fired, bruv. You should have done. You ain't tell us that, blood. This is your job. You get me? When we forget things, you're supposed to tell us that. Dave, you're sacked. Dave out, blood. If you got to the, I'm joking now. If you got to the end of the episode, type in Scrubgate, blood. You know them way there. Put in a Scrubgate in the comments if you got to the end of the episode. You know, like that. Make sure you smash a like as well. Subscribe to Rants of Roni. Links in the title. You know them way there. And we'll be back next week.